Hey guys, we're Sal and Al,
the Wool Slayers.
And welcome to episode 20.
Yay! Oh my gosh.
My gosh.
I was thinking
we're in a new decade.
And when's our 1 year anniversary?
In April. I think it's the 25th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm already like, oh my god. It's coming up.
I know. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, so I guess we did it right after Fiberfest.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But Fiberfest is like
it's early this
year.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Fiberfest will dedefinitely feel like our 1 year anniversary.
Right. Yeah, because that's what we first talked about with all our stuff.
For 3 hours?
We're much more efficient now.
We are more efficient. I don't know if much more might be stretching it.
You're right.
So yeah, it's February.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's cold.
I've
been
been
cold.
miserable. I've been sick.
Mm-hmm. She has.
So I'm sitting upright. Mm-hmm. I put on my red lipstick and my big girl panties. Well, okay. To be fair, all my panties are big girl panties. So.
But you got the red lipstick.
I put those on and my red lipstick, and we're gonna get this done.
Yes. Okay. So first,
we missed you.
Yeah.
We've been a little.
It's been almost 3 weeks again.
Mm-hmm. I know. Yeah. So first, what?
First, what are you wearing?
I am wearing my first ever shawl. This is what started off the sickness.
The obsession
of the shawls. This is the Tan House Brook shawl, and I think I named mine the Not So Tan.
Right. That's not.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so great.
And it's in Vice yarn, which I felt was appropriate because Vice, even though it's not in a sock blank, it's like knit. They knit it into a basically a sock blank, and then they dye it, then they cake it up. And so you get it like in one of these, like in a cake, but it's crinkly because it's been knit. And so this was my first and only time I think that I've used Vice. And so since we're doing the sock blank cowl, I was kind of like, oh, I'm gonna pull out my Vice shawl, even though it's not technically from a sock blank, but still, it was crinkly yarn.
How many times did you have to block it before all the crinkle?
Well, honestly, it still sometimes kind of looks crinkly to me.
Oh, okay.
But it goes away like the
first time you do it, a lot goes away.
Yeah. Then... You just need to you need to soak it for more than 5 seconds. Like, this was back in the day when I was blocking stuff by literally like dunk and then block. And now I've learned you need to let it kind of soak and so yeah. It probably could use a reblock, but.
So since I've never knit from a sock blank, what is it like knitting with that curly
it's
yarn?
Fine.
Like you can't really tell
some
the
people it bothers them, but it doesn't bother me. I've frogged enough stuff and re-knit with my yarn. I think I'm well versed in knitting.
That's true.
With
like with my green ball.
Crinkly.
Oh, the green.
It's basically, if you can knit with that, you can knit with the sock blank.
Yeah. So what I found with that was, as I would pull more yarn out, or as it was flowing through my fingers, I would think that I had come to a knot, but it hadn't. And so I was looking at my yarn a lot more, like checking it. It could also be because I found a lot more holes than I had originally.
I wouldn't use that green yarn as an example of anything.
True.
Maybe
what not
except
to do.
Madness. Or whatnot.
It's in timeout. Yeah. Okay. Well, I am wearing...
You're wearing... Speaking of our first episode...
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Aw,
we both wore ours.
I should have saved it.
That's
so this is my seashore cowl. And it goes all the way down here.
So pretty.
I wear it as a poncho. But to get a coat on, I do pull it up over my shoulders and just wear it here. So that I have arms.
Yeah. Armholes are important.
And I've struggled with styling it. But I, out of necessity, added a cowl.
I really like
it. 1 or 2 times ago to wear when, because it doesn't, this is separate.
Yes.
And I'll have to look up what this is. I know it's Madeline Tosh ASAP yarn.
So
it's so lovely and soft.
It's got some dropped, it's got like a drop
It's got drop stitches. It was a free pattern.
I bet that took 5 seconds.
It pretty much did. And I did it right after I'd done something slog worthy, and I was like, I just need something quick and satisfying. And it was great. But what I found is, if I wear it with this, it almost looks like it's part of this.
Yeah, or
gives it a better shape on my neck.
Or it's like a turtleneck underneath, or a cowl neck sweater. I like it.
Yes. So
it
now,
does look like it goes with it.
Doesn't it? It looks like it's kind of all part of it.
Mhm.
And so now I feel like it's much easier for me. Like I finally figured out how to style
you
it.
have a poncho that has one of those and so I bet you're more comfortable with it because you already kind of had that. It's like the shape that you want it.
And it's warm. Because
it looks warm and cozy, and
it will fall off my shoulders.
It's a weird one. I mean, I have trouble wearing mine, and mine's nowhere near as big as yours.
Right. I just made mine too big too. I should have done a smaller size.
Oh yeah. But
knowing
I do like it though.
I do too.
I do like it as a poncho.
Thank you. I do too.
And those were unicorn tails. Right?
Yes, it was a unicorn tail set from Madeline Tosh.
It's basically you're wearing a blanket, and I kind of love it.
And I love it. But I do find that I need to wear it. I try to wear it on days that I don't need a coat also.
So yeah, because it's too
just
much.
a poncho.
Yeah.
And that way I don't have to put it up.
Let's be real, that's a lot for us. A lot of the time we just need a layer, not a coat.
Right.
But lately,
I know. I feel like this winter's been really
We got a
cold.
real winter.
Yes, but not icy, like not precipitation.
No.
So yay, our kids can still go to school. That is important.
It sleeted yesterday.
It did. And we had some sports activities
Yeah.
canceled because we can't be outside, which is rare.
Yeah.
When it's not rain. I mean, rain will cancel, but
Right.
so anyway, that's what we're wearing. What's next? No skein, no gain, y'all.
No skein, no gain. That's right. Okay, so do you have any fails?
No.
I do.
I'm trying to think. I don't. I don't.
Mine is for our blank and sock blank cow. And I'm gonna...
You want me to pull?
Nah, I'm just gonna show it.
Okay.
So I started knitting with it.
I love those colors.
Yeah, okay, this is my...
Oh, it's gonna turn into a big old knot.
That's okay. This is my Undead Yarns sock blank. And it's called Mike and Sallie.
Oh.
Like from Monsters, Inc.
Yeah.
And there's even purple. I guess that's Boo, but she's not listed on the... she's not in the colorway name. So I started a sock pattern, and it wasn't the pattern's fault. I love the pattern, and I'm totally going to knit it. And it was designed by our friend Stella. K2TOG. Or no.
Knit two together.
We...
K2TOG.
But isn't it like wheat?
Oh, WEK
Thank you.
2TOG. We knit together.
Yes.
Which is clever.
Yes. And so I was making the socks this way pattern. It's really cute. It has like pearl bumps and slip stitches all the way up. And it wasn't the pattern's fault. I'm totally still gonna knit it. Just I didn't like it with this yarn. It wasn't showing the pattern enough.
This was too variegated.
Yeah, it was knitting up, and I meant to take a picture, but I was
too fast to rip
I got
out.
pissed and and so I like the fabric, but I wanted to be able to see that slip stitch. So I think I'm actually gonna make a cowl with this. Because I like color around my neck apparently. And did I say that this was the Tan House Brook? Okay. Anyway, so I'm still gonna make socks this way. And I love the pattern, but I didn't love it with this. And one thing I didn't like about the actual, I was getting ladders up the side because on the top of the sock you start with a pearl. And when a row starts with a pearl bump in magic loop,
you're right.
My tension is just...
Because you're pulling it back around to the front.
Yeah, and so I was getting a ladder up that. And so when I do it the next time...
You'll just shift it over.
I will shift it, or I'll be using my little. I ordered those Flex. Yeah, it's like a DPN, but it's flexible, so it's like a combo between a 9-inch circular and a DPN. So you get 2, right?
3.
Is it 3? Okay, so I'm gonna try those if I ever get them.
Oh, are they on the slow boat?
Well, they're back ordered forever and ever and ever.
Yeah.
So, but I'm gonna do something different for the sock blank cow. I was disappointed, but whatever. I'd only done about this much, so I can't be like crying too much. But that was my fail.
I feel like I don't think I had a fail.
Well, you had
my
2
brain's
last
been
time.
pretty muddled.
You had 2.
Maybe that's what
I was also going to mention. I was at knitting on Friday, and our friend Erin was casting on her project for the sock blanket cowl. And
is it a cowl also?
Mine's gonna be.
Right.
At least I think so. And she was having a problem where she was pulling, she was knitting, and her yarn at both corners would tangle. It would catch. It was like...
Oh, was she pulling from the wrong end?
She was pulling from the wrong end. And I said, try pulling from the other end. I think that's what it is. And she was like, no, it did. I tried it. And it was... But she hadn't. She was lying. Because she did it again.
And it worked.
And...
yeah, you have to pull from the top of it, not from the
bottom.
bottom.
It looks like it's going to be fine from either end. But it's really not. Because it was... On each corner, it was like...
Yeah, you had to pull your yarn through.
Yeah. And so... I was like, you haven't gone very far. Rip it out and start over. And she did, and it was working. And I was very happy that I had the answer. And so she was like, mention that on the podcast. She was like, because I had no idea. So for those of us knitting our first sock blank, there's your tip.
Awesome.
Tip of the day.
So my sock blank is not here yet. I did order one. I wanted to have a sock blanket that had like an image on it because I just love them.
I don't have one either. I want one too.
So I ordered it. I got the notification this morning that it's on its way because it was from Etsy. So I don't think they made it until I ordered it.
Nice.
So because I ordered like 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So so hopefully I'll have it this weekend. My mom's coming up, so I have some ideas to discuss with her. And then I can show it on
Maybe
the next
you'll be
one.
knitting it at Hill Country Weavers Retreat.
Oh, yeah, we're going. I can't believe it's coming up.
This is probably the last episode before, right?
We might record one more.
Maybe.
Depends if we make it 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because we've been planning 2 weeks and then it goes out
more
3.
2.5 or 3.
Right. So yeah, hopefully we can record in 2 weeks. I know. So guess what, guys? Totally did not request it.
Not requested. We requested different.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
Same schedule.
Same classes.
Same classes.
Exact same times.
I'm super excited.
Yes.
But I didn't even request it because it's I didn't think that was even a possibility.
Right. And I don't want to make it hard on people.
Right. And we like different things. We're not the same person. I would have been happy with any of the classes, really. But can you believe that? So it's going to be selling out all weekend long.
All weekend.
And we got no classes with your mom?
No. Maybe one. No. I don't think we have any. No. But she'll be there.
And I'm rooming with Diane from Suburban Stitcher.
Do I get to fangirl on her?
Don't freak her out.
I know, right?
Don't scare my roommate, please.
Oh my gosh. Okay, speaking of fangirling, so did you see Hohi Locatelli's new...
Yes!
Okay. So she did just a journal. She's calling it Hohi's Journal, and she has one episode. But did you hear her talk about fangirling on Michelle Wong?
Yes!
I know,
I was telling the girls at knitting.
How do you
Yes, at knitting. I said, so I'm going to be, I'm going to meet my idol, Hohi Locatelli.
Right.
And her idol. I was like... Stick a fork in me. This is the ultimate.
I know.
I'm going to fangirl all over her. Meanwhile, she's fangirling on Michelle Wong, who I also get to take a class from.
Right.
I mean, this is
I know.
Yeah, I'm rooming with my favorite person ever.
Besides me.
Yeah.
And
you were unavailable. Well, you know what I mean.
I know.
We've been fans of her podcast and her stuff, her
Forever.
products.
Right.
Forever. And she's my freaking roommate? What?
I know.
I'm super excited. I'm going to
And she's friends with Hohi, so maybe we'll
Oh my God.
hang out with Hohi. No, I'm not even going to go there. Not even.
Yeah.
It's like getting to go to the Oscars and sit with the celebrities.
Yeah.
That's how I'm going to explain it to my Muggle friends.
Yeah.
Because all of y'all get it.
Because Mitch is just
okay.
Cool, I'm excited for you.
Right.
Tell
him it's like going to Augusta and getting to hang out
with
in
Jordan
the players' tent.
I said, she's my Jordan Speak, okay?
Right.
Talking about Hohi. And he was like, oh.
Yep.
He's like, that's pretty good.
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
So anyway, I'm pumped.
So that's coming up. We're super excited. We're going to drive down together. And
did you sign up for Ann Budd? Ann Bud's going to be there too.
What is she doing? Like
she's doing like the knit doctor or something.
That's right. I don't have any knit doctors. I would have taken that green sweater to her.
Oh, I made something up. So I can.
What are you doing?
I'm going to have her. Remember how I was like really weirded out by measuring gauge in that lace?
Yes.
I pull that bad boy out and be like, teach me, Ann Bud.
Good.
Oh, I didn't even come up with it until after I'd already set a time. And then they only
awesome.
because they made me. They were like, what do you want to talk to her about? And I was like,
Right. I just want to sit in her presence.
And so that was what I came up with. And they were like, great.
I love it.
So yeah. So I have like 20 minutes with Ann Bud too.
That's awesome.
NBD.
You know, if that doesn't
BD.
take 20 minutes, you could take your Hide-A-Feud and talk to her about adjusting that.
True.
I would have taken that green sweater, but then I got the holes in it and decided, no, done.
That green sweater.
I'm eventually going to get over it and stop talking about it.
I'm not. All those little green balls.
I know. Dinosaurs. Okay. So
we have a knitting podcast.
Yeah. Okay, let me just say, I had some caffeine this morning. I had some coffee.
She doesn't usually drink caffeine.
No.
I'm usually like 3 cups in by now.
Right.
So.
And I don't do caffeine, but
Yeah.
I was tired and I was like, I need to have some energy.
It's so funny because like you're like, my body doesn't handle caffeine and my body, but you can drink alcohol. And I am like, my body does not like alcohol. I mean, I will drink once in a blue moon. And it's like, oh, I don't like it.
Which is... I don't know which one I'd rather have. No, coffee's good for you. In fact...
Well, they say wine's good for you too.
Oh, okay. So I've had some caffeine.
Like for realsies though, we have a knitting podcast.
Yeah.
This is a knitting podcast. I'm just so happy to like be speaking to an adult.
I know.
So I've been, other than knitting Friday, like I have not, I've been just cocooned. So sleighs.
Sleighs. Okay.
What you got?
I have a sleigh. I left one sleigh over there. I'll go get it when you talk. Okay. Our friend Libby.
Oh.
I made socks, y'all. I don't make socks.
They're cute.
Socks.
Well, they're
they
slippers.
Cute. They're more like slippers.
Yeah. They're cute.
Our friend Libby's daughter's teacher's daughter was in a really bad car accident and is in the hospital and can't have her feet covered with a blanket or anything, but her feet get cold because hospitals are cold.
Mm.
So, and she's a knitter and she's in our knitting group, and she asked if people would make her daughter socks. So we have jumped in. I don't know how many Libby sent in the first package, but you know, you put a call out for a need to knitters and we're going to make it happen. So they made little booty socks.
They're adorable.
Because I just couldn't imagine fingering weight socks, and I'm just not a sock knitter. So they're cute. They're
super cute.
Universal Yarns worsted wool. It's just 100% wool, which means it's any kind. It's not too scratchy. I think it's
and especially on your feet. Your feet can handle so much more than, but it's not scratchy.
Exactly. They were very quick because it is a DK weight, or is it worsted?
I think you just said worsted.
Oh, I did. It's worsted.
That's what you said. Whether it's true, I don't know.
It is. It's worsted. And I think it didn't really say. Oh, the pattern is cabled footies, original, from 60 Quick Knits. Pretty sure. Link. Or in the down bar. And I happen to have the book. Like I went with patterns I had. Yeah. So,
well, I love them.
It didn't say.
I would love to look down at my feet and see those happy cables.
Right.
I kind of want some.
It didn't say to continue the cable. Like it just didn't say. Like once you start doing the decrease. And I didn't make a copy of the picture when I copied the pattern out of the book. So I just kept it going.
I think it looks great.
Whatever.
You figured it out.
Yeah. So that's it.
Really
I turned a heel. Somehow I had on both of them. I went one row too long on the... But
even as a sock knitter, you have to admit, like, turning a heel is magic, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
Doing the short rows down here, I liked that. I think I love short rows. There's something about rows getting shorter. Or in this case, they got longer. Yeah. But yeah.
But turning a heel is so cool because it looks like you're doing nothing. And then all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute.
I've got a sock.
This turn. Yeah. It's so cool.
Right. So that's my first sleigh.
Cool.
Okay, you talk about yours, and I'm gonna get the other sleigh.
Okay, so I have a friend who's having a baby, and she posted on my Facebook like, "Oh, could you make this? I'll pay you." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay." This is what I do with her. She did this for her first baby too. I'll pay you to make this. And I was like, "Yeah, okay." And then when I give it to her, I'm like, "You're not paying me."
Right.
So she posted a picture, or she put a picture on my Facebook timeline that was like a baby hat, and maybe we'll put the picture in here, and it was like head wraps, and the head wraps crochet, and so I was like, well, it's not gonna look exactly like that, but I'll do whatever. And I didn't find a pattern for the baby hat, so I just made it up because I wanted to use yarn I already had, and so I just made this up just based on the picture.
You need to write this as a pattern. Oh my gosh.
So I totally copied the picture. The scale of the bow is total. I would have never, like,
Sallie.
I call it the big ass baby bow hat. Or the big ass bow baby hat.
Oh my gosh, that is so.
Yeah. I mean,
precious.
the credit goes to her because she found the picture, but yeah.
But Sallie, write it up as a pattern.
So, I mean, I just did the hat. It's like 72 stitches, DK weight. You know, eyeballed where to put the stripe. Then I decreased it, and then I made this. This I just cast on. I don't even remember. I would have to count.
Maybe 20?
I don't think it was that many.
No.
I knew I needed it to curl in.
Uh-huh. You had to allow for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's 20-ish.
18, I think. Yeah. I didn't think it was that much. And then I went back and forth because I wanted it to be stockinette because I wanted it to curl in on itself. And then
It just made a strip.
I made a strip, and then I grafted the ends together, pinched it in the middle, wrapped yarn around it, and then attached it to the hat.
Oh my gosh, Sallie, it's so cute.
I was pretty happy with it. And I like it. I even tied it.
I like it on an angle.
Yeah, I attached it at an angle.
Oh, Sallie.
And this is just yarn that I had. It's Knit Picks DK Swish or whatever for the white, and then this is like Cascade something or other.
It is precious.
I think it's gonna be pretty stinking cute on a baby.
I can't wait to see it on a baby.
And her first was a boy, so she's like all in on the girly stuff. So there's that. So I busted this out in like one day.
Write that up.
Okay, and then I'm not super happy with these, but I'm tweaking them as I go. So the other one was just like a headband with kind of the same, just pinched. So I made this. I don't love it. It's fine. It's just garter. A garter strip grafted, and then you make a little square and cuff it around. It's fine. This one's a little bit better, but not a ton. So I'll show you I just started another one, and I'm going to go in the round stockinette and have it curl in on itself. I think it'll be cuter. I think what's throwing me is I don't like the garter. I think I don't like the garter stitch.
Or maybe the garter going two different directions.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that I liked. Oh. Was like how it pinches it in. I think I want this to be smooth. I don't know.
Would you keep this part garter?
I don't know. I'll do that part last and see. So these I feel like look homemade. And that's what I don't. You know what I mean? Like these look.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, I don't like these as much.
Y'all know the difference between homemade and handmade.
Yes, right? These are homemade looking. And this
handmade looks like somebody made it because it's custom and unique, but it could be from a store.
Yeah.
And homemade looks homemade. Not like that.
Possibly a child made it. This one's also like toddler size instead of baby size.
I like this color.
Yeah, and what I'm gonna do is once I figure out what I like, I'll just make her more. I have plenty of this. I actually bought both of these. Everything else, she wants like 5, I think, of these.
Oh,
Teal.
One for each day of the week.
Teal, black, dusty rose, eggplant. These are her and mustard. And so I had all the other colors, but I had to buy these these are just Knit Picks worsted.
Now this one's wider than this one.
Yeah, this one's much bigger.
Uh-huh.
Not only is it more stitches across, it's
longer.
Yeah, this one I feel like is more like a toddler.
Uh-huh. Did you change needle size on these?
No, I just cast on less.
Looser.
I just cast on less.
Okay.
Yeah. You're right, it does look looser. Yeah, it must just be the yarn. It's different.
Different yarn.
Different bases. Like they're both Knit Picks worsted, but like this I think has some cotton in it. This is comfy worsted, the pink. And it's cotton and acrylic. They're so soft. This one's super soft. This is a great baby yarn. And this one I think is the other worsted, like the swish.
It's just acrylic.
I made sure to get washable. So I'm going to be making some baby headbands for a while. I would have those two done, except I don't love them. But I love the hat.
Oh my god, the hat.
The big bow.
Oh,
I would have never, without that inspiration pick, I never would have made it this big, and I love it.
Right.
Like, I love it.
So where did the inspiration picture come from? Like from
know.
a retail, just an image?
I don't know. Pinterest, I think.
Right. Oh, Pinterest. Hey, that's not a Pinterest fail.
It's a Pinterest win.
Right.
Nailed it.
Totally.
Except I really did. Yeah, I'm happy with the hat. I'm still working on the headband. I'm not super happy with them yet.
Right.
But
I think you're right to go stockinette.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's the garter I don't like.
Because the other thing about the garter, and maybe this is why it was made out of garter, because it's stretchy, so you can make it smaller and then have it stretch around their head. But because it's stretchy, the fabric changes as you put it on.
So, you know, I'm still gonna give her those, but she's gonna get like better ones in the same colors. Because what else am I gonna do with dusty rose and eggplant?
Right.
Like I may as well just bust out a bunch of headbands, right?
Right.
So do you have another?
I do.
Ooh, that is. Oh my god, so pretty. Wow.
I finished my
goodness.
monochrome.
Okay, maybe I should make that out of my sock blank.
Oh no, because if
it wouldn't be enough.
the lace wouldn't show up.
You think so?
Yeah, it wouldn't when it's a busier.
Oh goodness.
Yeah. So I literally finished this yesterday morning.
It's so pretty.
And I blocked it, and I had a heck of a time blocking it.
Oh, really?
Well, because you want to stretch out the lace, right? You want to go this way, and you want to go that way. So you'll see that there's kind of a seam.
Oh, because it's,
There's a seam here.
Because you were laying it flat.
Well, not only did I lay it flat, this was crazy. I felt like this was like insane blocking. So I had it flat, and then I did blocking wires up each side so that I could then pull it this way and have them straight.
Yep.
And then I took blocking wires and went through each of these.
Oh my gosh.
The top holes, pin those in place, went through the bottom holes here, pin those in place to stretch it this way.
Whoa.
And then I did the same for the horseshoe lace here for this.
Yeah.
I had it on top and bottom. Then for these two sections, because there weren't points, it was okay for me to just use pins to hold them in place. And so I didn't have to do blocking wires for that. But like, I normally block my stuff on the floor, and I was bent over so much doing it. I'm like, why am I hurting myself like this? I can't move. So I moved it to my kitchen or my dining room table.
That's what I do. I do it on the table.
And so I love it. It's gorgeous.
It's so pretty.
Gorgeous.
That's a good That's a great pattern and yarn combo.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is so great. And so I tried it on this morning. Oh, my hair got all messed up in the cowl. So I realized, so my ends, the edges are still rolling, but that's okay because I realized that really the whole point of the ribbing is for the inside.
Oh.
Because you're gonna see the inside. So with the inside, you see the
I don't mind that little bit of
line.
roll. I think it makes it like a beautiful edge.
Right.
So just think of it as a rolled edge.
Exactly.
I like it.
Exactly. So then when I wear it,
oh, it's so pretty.
It's like that, and it's totally
It's
blowing
blowing
out.
out. I know.
How do we stop the...
Whatever.
I can't do it. So you see the inside of it. Oh, that worked. No. So you see the
really.
inside of it some.
Yeah.
Because it's
Just the way it falls.
Right, the way it falls. And that's why you have that ribbing there. Which I wish I don't know how to...
Maybe,
okay.
I don't know.
I'll put pictures. But I love it. I don't ever want to have to block it again. I don't want to wash it.
Well, maybe from now on you could just lay it out.
Maybe. Yeah. I still feel like I'm trying to, maybe it's better back like that.
I have a hard time wearing fingering weight cowls.
Yeah.
I love them, but I always feel like...
You're futzing with
Yeah.
them? Yeah.
But it looks great.
It looks so good on
I wish
Vogue.
it wasn't so blown out.
I know.
It's really bothering me.
But if I go back? No.
Whatever.
I did, so it used about a skein and a half of the, so I still have some.
Oh, and like everything looks gorgeous on Hohi. Don't even.
I know,
Please don't
right?
compare yourself to Hohi.
I know.
It's really not fair.
But like, I want to get it to lay the way she had
Yeah.
hers laying, and I feel like it was so like perfectly.
Well, you can ask her in
I know, right?
or 3 weeks, whatever.
I don't know. So it's great.
Are you gonna take it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy
Okay, good.
cow, yeah.
I would too.
I'm totally taking it. I love it. And I even did this, the whole, the way everybody does it.
Oh yeah, with the 3
like
colors.
that.
Yeah. Well, it's a good way to get the picture.
You know what I feel like when I do this? I feel like I have a paper bag over my face.
Well,
So. Okay.
You're not wrong. It's just much better
It's
than a
just
paper
yarn.
bag. Yeah.
It's nicer.
It's a gorgeous. Yeah.
There we go. So see, there's the
Really
line. But I'm just not going to worry about the line.
I mean,
I probably
it-
could spritz it with
It
water.
goes into a puddle when you wear it. Who cares?
Right.
Like, no.
Exactly.
Oh, it's so pretty.
I loved knitting it because
It looks like it would be fun.
I could do the lace during the week
Mhm.
when I had time to concentrate,
Mhm.
and then I could do the stockinette on the weekends at all our sports activities.
Did she call this hourglass lace?
Yes.
That's the lace that's
the
my
Henley?
Henley. The whole body of it is
I
that
liked
lace.
the hourglass. The
Yeah.
hourglass and the
I thought it
horseshoe
looked
right
familiar.
here. These
Yeah,
two were my
super
favorite.
pretty. This is her. She puts this in
Yes.
everything.
And I almost shortened that by a repeat because I was just like, ugh.
Over it. I like it. But yeah, super fun.
I did not like this mesh down here.
Yeah, okay.
Because it almost like
it wasn't fun to do. It
you
looks
just
great.
couldn't see. Like
Mm.
I still can't really see the pattern in it. I mean, I guess kind of, but
Yeah.
it just seemed like
Mhm.
I was messing up all the time. 'Cause
A
I
lot of
couldn't
work
really
for not a
tell.
lot of payoff.
Right. Exactly.
I like it though. It looks like it would be a fun knit.
It was a great knit. But I
Sorry.
do think it's right to do it as a monochrome and in a light
Okay.
color because hers was a very light gray, and I think that the lace wouldn't show up. I don't know if you did
Okay,
a variegated, it wouldn't. So
gotcha. Okay, I finished my hat.
oh my gosh, that's the perfect yarn to go with that.
Okay,
Oh,
so this
Sallie,
is my
you're a
Twiggy.
magician.
And okay, so last time I was, almost running out of yarn. I was like right here, and I was like, ugh. And I was super confident that I could just go buy more. No, they don't have that color anymore.
Really? Yeah, because we said, just
It's Knit Picks!
right.
And I had, as I was knitting, I was like, I think I want to finish it with this yarn. I'm going to buy some more.
Then you couldn't get it.
Then I couldn't get it. And then I even went on a couple of people's.
Oh, D-Stash?
Yeah, nobody had it for sale, but I went on the people who had used it in a project. And I was like, can I buy your leftovers?
Oh.
One girl
That's
did.
smart.
One person didn't answer me, and one person said, "I'm so sorry. I just donated all my scraps." I was like, "That's okay." I'm like, I need like 20 yards, okay? Like it's not like I need. So, whatever. So I sat on it for a while. I didn't touch it for like a week. I was just kind of like, what am I gonna do? Because I didn't think I liked any of the options in my scraps or in my And then, for some reason, I hadn't thought of this one.
It's perfect.
And I pulled it out and was like, duh!
It looks purposeful.
So this is Knit Picks Capra DK in fuchsia. This is that Rockstar...
Molly Girl Knit?
Molly Girl Rockstar DK that glows under a black light that I made Amelia's Nalu mitts out of. It's perfect.
It's perfect. It looks so purposeful, like you meant to do that.
Right? And so I kept the pattern going for like a smidge, and then I just did ribbing. Because I was like, you can't even see the pattern. Like, I'm not... So I just did ribbing. So, how do I... Let's see.
Oh.
Let's see. I've worn this a ton already. Like, I have legit worn it.
Do you pull it? Can you pull it all the way down and then pull your hair
I
out?
don't know. This is interesting.
I know, because you don't have a bun. Oh, there you go.
So I usually have my hair in a
ponytail.
And so it's super
cute.
Amelia told me, it looks like your hair is the pom-pom. I was like, I know, I love it. So I have legit, I wore it to the doctor.
Oh my gosh, that is adorable.
Yeah.
So, I
love just the little peak of gray.
But yet the gray has the pink in it. So
yeah, and the gray has the pink in it. And
did you fade it? Like,
I did.
The rows?
Mainly because I was just trying to make the yarn last a little bit longer, like the other. And I used every inch of it.
That is so great.
So yeah, I was really happy with it, and it feels great. Oh, and remember last time I was like, Ravelry has this wrong.
Oh yeah,
it says it's fingering weight. Okay, no. Fail. When I had input it into my stash.
Oh, you changed it.
I had put it in as Capretta. Knit Picks Capretta, which is fingering weight. This is Capra. It's
big
DK.
difference.
So that's why when I was like matching up my stash and patterns, I thought I had way more yardage. And so I only had a 50-gram ball of DK. I didn't have a 100-gram ball of fingering weight like I thought. So, mislabeled by me. I mean, it's an honest mistake though, Capra and Capretta. But yeah, I had, obviously when I input it in my stash, I clicked the wrong Knit Picks yarn. So, I really like it.
I love it.
At first I was like a little bit weirded out that the hole was so big. But when you wear it, it's not. Like
because it's not on the part of your head that
when you wear it, it's not, like it fits my ponytail. Like I have a lot of hair. And so the hole is not too big.
Yeah, because I feel like I've seen pictures of others, and it's a smaller hole.
It is a small, but I just, my hair is so big. And obviously my hair is not this big, but it doesn't show. You can't see the top. When I have my hair in a messy bun, you cannot see the top of this hat. It covers all of it. So, custom.
I think it's better like this than if it was solid.
You think so?
That's
kind of fun, yeah. And if I ever, am in a black light, I'm going to have a little ring around my ponytail that glows.
Highlighting your ponytail.
Oh, and Amelia did have cosmic bowling at school, and she wore her gloves, and she goes, Mommy, the pink glows orange.
Ooh.
I was like, oh, I had no idea.
Right.
I thought it would glow pink.
Right, me too.
She said it glows orange.
So was it just the pink spots that glowed?
Yes.
How fun. Was she like the hit?
Oh, yeah. She was like, they're awesome.
Right. Everybody's going to want one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
that's awesome.
Do you have any more sleighs?
No.
Okay.
I feel like I've been knitting my fingers off, and I only have those two.
Well, but that was, that whole fingering weight cowl, a skein and a half of.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking like 600 yards.
700.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Oh, I love them. I just love them.
Bam. I was like this far into the first one last time, so I definitely, these were addictive.
They're so pretty.
So I've done so many afterthought heels lately. that I loved this heel.
Oh. What pattern is it?
This is Vanilla is the New Black.
Oh, right. Oh, and it has that heel up the back. That's right.
It has this little
the
triangle of ribbing. And it was so cool. I don't know y'all tell me what kind of heel this is. So you do your tube, you start at your cuff and you do your tube until you 5 inches or whatever. Then on the back, no, through the whole thing, but you're only increasing so you still keep going in the round, but on the back needle, you're increasing stitches, okay? Then you do your knit, your short rows, and your heel is turned. And then
so there's no making a flap and then picking up.
There was no flap and gusset. It was the coolest. And then you just continue down the foot.
I would like that.
It was so fast.
Yeah.
Because you're like distracted here by the patterning that you don't realize like you're basically making, and then you just, whoop, it was crazy. Wow. And then it felt like 2 seconds. I turned the heel, so I turned the heel, I guess I got to this point one night, and I put it down, and then the next day, I finished the whole foot.
Wow.
In one day. Like, it just...
I was surprised when I made those footies, how quickly you go from heel to ready to bind off for your toe.
Yeah.
Or decrease for the toe.
And this is
gorgeous.
White Birch Fiber Arts. Nothing says screw you like a rainbow.
And I love how that worked out.
Yeah.
Like, that's really neat.
I did yarn management like a champ, and they match perfectly.
I love it.
Nailed it.
It wasn't 2 separate skeins. It was one skein.
Nope, it was one skein. This is all just me being very careful.
Did you use all of it?
No. I have a little, like, I was happy with how much I used. Like, I wasn't like, oh, I have so much left over.
Right.
Which is sometimes the case when you do cuff down.
Yeah,
you know?
True.
But I don't know. I might make a headband or something. Because it's so, like, 80s and love it.
It's so fun. And I like how the toe turned out, too.
Yeah, it's cute.
The way the striping worked there.
It's cute.
Yeah.
I love everything about them. They're super comfy, and I do think I might need to go down, which I'm kind of ticked.
They look big.
I feel like my gauge is loosening up. Like I had nailed my socks recipe, and now I'm like, they might be a smidge big. But I don't care.
But a smidge, that's no big deal.
Yeah, but like they start out a smidge big, and then as you wear them, they get a little.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But I'm super happy with them, and I'll wear the hell out of them. I don't care.
Still love that yarn.
Yeah, the yarn is banging. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna have to get some more white birch.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to buy that at Fiberfest just because, and I might just look at it. I mean, I just love the cleverness of it with the clouds and sky and the rainbow. I know.
Yeah, this was one that I saw online and was like, I'm getting that if I ever see it in person, and I did.
So cute.
So I'm very happy with those, and they were fun. I highly recommend that pattern to anyone who likes knitting socks.
Was it a free pattern?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But it was.
I couldn't remember.
It was super fun. Addictive.
Yay.
Okay, that was the last of my sleighs.
Okay, I don't have any more sleighs either.
Okay.
Whip crackin'?
Whip crackin'?
I still have to focus when I say that word.
Whip crappin'?
Yes. Because that's what wants to come out of my mouth.
Words are hard.
I know. Okay, so we probably both have the same. Should we do the same, our knit along one? Bendy arrow?
Oh, yeah, no, that was another fail.
Oh, you want to talk about it? Talk about it.
No, I just don't like it.
The colors, or
let's see, where is
the way
mine?
your fabric is turning out?
I mean,
well, I'll talk about mine, and then you can talk about how yours is. Okay, so, of course I'm mid-row. Let me, okay, you talk about yours. Let me get to the end of the row. Because otherwise it'll just be weird.
Oh yeah, I even took it off the needle.
Oh yeah, you sure did.
Boring.
What did you like about it?
I don't know, it's boring.
Well, of course, you're still in the beginning section.
I didn't like it. Okay, so my shawl mojo.
Oh yeah.
I haven't knit shawl since upwards.
Oh, wow. That's a long time.
Yeah. Like, well, okay. That's not true because I think I knit the Tundra one after that. But does that really count because it's bulky?
Oh, true.
Like, it took me a day, you know?
Right.
But like a fingering weight, big fingering weight shawls used to be my jam.
Mm-hmm.
And now I can't. I'm like socks all day. So something's wrong with my shawl mojo.
But that's okay.
And so but I do, one of my whips is a shawl that I am enjoying. So I'm slowly rekindling the shawl mojo.
Is it fingering weight though?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I just didn't like the way it looked.
So Bendy Arrow, there are like 3,000 of them made on Ravelry.
And I love everyone's finish. Yeah. I love the finish.
Right, the finish is very nice.
I just don't like mine.
Okay, so you start down here, and it is a paid-for pattern. I'm not going to say too much, but you increase more on one side than on the other of the center line. And this is the first section, which is just your main color, and then you get into some stripy garter. And I am loving it.
Good. I'm glad. Everyone else seems to like it too. It's me. It's my brain feels broken. Yeah. I really do feel like I've been really, really dizzy with this sickness that I've had. Mm-hmm. And it's like I just don't want to do it. And so I stopped.
And that is the right thing to do.
My knitting.
My knitting is not the boss of me.
Yeah. So I didn't bring it as a true fail because it's like I'm not 100% on like I'm never going to do it.
What was your other color going to be?
Black.
Oh, yeah. Do a black and gray. Okay, I can see how you might be a little bored by that. Because you are a color person. I know. Look at this.
But that's why I need more black and gray.
I know. I get it. I wear this black cowl all the time because black goes with everything. Because if you have color in the rest of your clothes, can't throw more color.
But maybe I need a shawl that's a little more exciting from the beginning. If I'm going to do boring colors.
That's true.
I'm literally like...
And it is a pretty boring shawl because it's a lot. You do one row of increase and then 3 rows of just knitting and then 1 row. And the changes, you get to a point where you do some short rows, but the changes are in the stripe patterning.
And I couldn't even get that far.
Right. I will say I was very excited.
You know, because I used to be able to, you know, it was like my favorite thing. And, you know, it doesn't matter how boring it started. And I'm just not into it.
Yeah. Well, this became my dark knitting.
It looks great.
In that I can take it to sports activities. And I can read while I'm doing most of it. Because even on the increase row, there's only 4 points that you're doing something. And the rows have gotten long enough that I can just go. But the yarn I got at the Knot House the night before the Maryland Sheep and Wool. So it's Julie Allyn. Here we go. And it's Fino, which is 75% merino, 15% cashmere, 10% silk.
It's gorgeous.
It's yummy. Yeah. But what's interesting is...
both skeins are from her?
Okay. And they're both Fino.
Nice.
So this is called Ardoise, which is, I looked it up, it's French for slate. Because I'm like, what does this mean? Because she's from Canada and speaks French. And it's very much a gray, but with purple undertones. And then this, to me, is a lavender, and it's called Charlotte. And it has little blips of darker purple. And then there is a chartreuse color in there. Let's see if it'll show. Yep. You can see the little dots kind of.
It's really pretty.
But when it's in this, next to the slate, it doesn't look as purple. Like, this looks more like a slate and a gray.
Maybe when you get a bigger chunk of it. But I love it.
Yeah, when I get a bigger chunk of this. And there is a section in there where you could put in a third color, like a super high contrast pop of color. I've been thinking about that yellow chartreusey color.
That could be really, really fun.
I
do love, especially with like and the reason I chose black and gray is because I love how graphic this shawl is. And I wanted like a really graphic shawl. But like,
But see,
a
right
pop
here,
of color in there.
that color.
Mm-hmm.
I can get that to show up.
Yeah.
Right there. That color. If I could, thank you. I might, when I get to that point, wait, because we'll be at Knitting in the Hills, and they have a great marketplace, and I can see about if they have a color. And if they don't, I just keep going with these two colors.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Yeah.
But I just thought, man, that would
could be
fun.
Really fun.
Instead of it being a more boring, not boring.
But, yeah.
But
I do love a pop of color.
yeah, I do too. And, but I do want to show y'all. I tried to do, again, matching. So this bag, it looks more blue on the screen, but it's really like a purpley blue. And then I used my DFW Fiber Fest stitch marker.
Yep. And a purple.
And a purple wool one, which, okay, so was it just one in?
She spilled them.
She bought some. Yes, when she spilled them. Yeah. That's right, Liz.
I was like, Spirit twins.
And she's like, dump. I mean, it was hilarious. So I had felted wool balls, and I had the light bulb marker. No, I had bought them ages ago.
But they're kind of like your rug, right?
Yes, they're just like the rug, but I had bought some to do like some craft project like 10 years ago. And so I took the light bulb markers and just...
That's genius.
I mean, like...
Genius.
I know, so
easiest stitch marker ever.
That's
cute.
Seriously.
Cute.
So I have all purple going.
And so what she meant by our knit along is this is our knitting group.
Uh-huh.
We do knit alongs every month. And that's what everyone in the group is doing. Well, not everyone. You're not required to do it.
If you want to.
Yeah.
So.
And I tried.
Yeah.
It was actually one of my cast on mania.
Oh, that's right.
So mark that one off the list.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm broken.
You'll get fixed. You will.
Okay.
What other whips do you have?
So this is the whip that I'm hoping is bringing back my shawl mojo.
Oh.
Because
it's the yarn that's doing it for you.
It's kind of everything.
Yeah.
Definitely the yarn from my homegirl, Suburban Stitcher. Cinder. Mm-hmm. And this is single ply sock yarn. Or, you wouldn't knit socks with it, but it's fingering weight. Cinder on sparkle. And it's not really showing, but it's super sparkly. And
hold on, I want to try something. So when I was watching Hohi's thing, she put something out and then kind of brought it in from the side.
Oh yeah, I see the sparkle.
So I think that's how we're supposed to do it.
Well, yet another thing Hohi does better than us.
Right.
Shocking.
Oh, sorry.
Tandoori.
Oh, tandoori.
Okay, let's see. Did I do it right?
Yeah, but more so it covers me too.
Oh.
There you go. No.
Oh, my nails match.
It does. I can see the sparkle.
Yeah. So this is tandoori, which is super fun because I do not like orange, but when it's surrounded by this amazing pink, I love it. And they're both on sparkle single sock.
Yeah.
And I messaged.
They are sparkly.
I'm gonna be a little bit short on yardage on this one, and I texted her and was like, "Do you have any minis?"
Oh yeah.
And she doesn't do sparkle minis, so she gave me some advice. And
so what pattern are you doing?
I'm getting it. My God.
Told you
what are you, my child?
Caffeine.
What are you, Nolan? Okay. And
so she gave
me some advice, which I didn't do, but because I was like, well, that would take time. So I decided I'll just stop when I run out. So this is going to be Spectrum.
Oh my gosh, I just cued that.
I've had it cued forever. Yeah. By the amazing Joji Locatelli. Right. So I just started it, and I managed to get this far into it and don't hate it. So let's see.
Wait, you're on the wrong side. Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Yeah. And so I'm kind of like you. Like, I want to see a bigger swath of the other.
Right.
But but I love it so far.
Yeah.
I wish y'all could see the sparkle. It's really sparkly.
That's so great.
So between the yarn,
because I'm gonna when I cued it, I'm using the leftover of this as the one that you only need half of, and then I'm using
which ironically is color A.
Right.
I was like, that's
right. You start with because you start with it, and then a navy, the deep from Madeline Tosh, and I think
which I have.
Yes, because you're the one that turned me on to it at the sale, and I think it's gonna be gorgeous because this is so white with little light blue.
That's gonna be really pretty.
Yes, but I'm gonna be short on both of them just by a smidge.
But I think it's a good pattern. Like, don't you think it'll be easy to just
do one less?
Just stop.
Right.
So I'm sure you've put the picture in by now. It's
right.
just this weird long kind of, and it's like the original fade.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like you start with your dark, and you kind of
do
small increases.
Stripes.
Stripes. My brain's broken.
So between the two of us, we have one brain.
And then you kind of end with bigger swaths of your lighter color. It's really cool.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know what? That one looks fun. I've got the perfect yarn for it. I've had it queued forever. Just do it. Like, and maybe you'll get your mojo back. And it's in my really pretty January bag from her. It's probably going to outgrow it, but it has sparkle and it's Urban Stitcher. I thought it was perfect.
Sparkle on sparkle on sparkle.
I just, sometimes you just need some sparkle in your life.
Yes.
So
I love it.
That's a whip.
Awesome. Okay, so I have one other whip, which, I looked on Ravelry to make sure I wasn't forgetting anything, and I feel like I have so many more whips.
I know.
But I think it's really just in my head.
Well, I have some that I'm not working on, which I never usually do that.
Right. I know. Well, I always have the Shisui.
Yeah.
Okay, so a friend of mine, another friend, just had her second baby. And I swear, I haven't done baby knitting.
Oh, crap. Now I'm going to have to make some of these.
Oh, super.
I don't think she knows that she can ask me to make those, or she would have.
Wait till you see the pattern. So, it's leg warmers because, so what I'm doing is the baby already went home, and because they didn't know if she was having a girl or a boy.
Ooh, okay.
And for her first child, I made her a sleep sack, and red's her favorite color, so we just made red. And then my friend that I made the baby hat for last time, she crocheted a blanket, so we gave it together as a gift. And they live in Chicago, and the sleep sack wasn't warm enough.
Oh gosh,
it was too.
That's insane.
I know, it was too lacy. There just wasn't it. I think it was the owl sleep. I can't remember.
Oh, I made those for my twin niece and nephew.
Yeah,
twins.
So cute. So
super cute. God, I can't imagine.
And then
that
I made a white tassel hat. So she went home in the tassel hat, and then I had also made her the upside down daisy hat from Susan B. Anderson, which is so cute. So she had that on at the hospital. Cute. So she had the hand-me-downs from her older sister. So I said, well, I want to make something for Izzy, the older sister, since baby already has all this stuff, and you know how it is when a new baby comes in. You want the older one to feel special too, even though she loves having a baby sister. So that's she's not unhappy.
Right.
So she is all princess, all girl. She does ballet. She is so cute.
Yes.
So since she does ballet, I'm making leg warmers for her. And yes, this is what my hand mitts. It's knit in a tube.
Cuff, sucking it, cuff. Got it.
But what goes on it is a little flower, and the pattern is a free red heart pattern. It is called Ballerina Bloom Leg Warmers.
So cute.
And let me try to show this here. I should just
put
a picture. But
so cute.
So it called for red heart. I didn't like the colors they had for the red heart. So I got Karen Simply Soft.
Karen Simply Soft is nice. Oops, sorry.
She's watching a podcast.
No, I'm not. I pulled it up because we have to give away our sweater pattern.
Oh, that's right.
I hit something. Sorry.
But this is the red that came apart so badly. It's the same yarn, the Karen Simply Soft. So I've been more careful this time.
This is what I made the mermaid tail doll blanket out of, the one I made. I love it.
I think it's a great acrylic.
It's a superior acrylic, for sure.
And it's with my mic, actually it was already on sale, so I paid $3.50 for it.
Nice.
I know, right? It's for 350 yards, so I guess it's essentially a penny a yard.
That's pretty amazing.
So I finished one of these. I literally did this yesterday.
Nice.
Like,
that's worsted. Is that?
Yeah, I think it is worsted.
Nice.
I love knitting with worsted. Like,
I do too. I do
goes
too.
and goes.
Especially, I mean, something like that.
Stuck in it in the round.
Well, like those baby headbands.
Oh, right.
I mean, it's literally like 45 minutes, right. And I'm like,
I'm done.
I didn't even look down.
Right.
I'm done.
Right.
Oh, which I didn't show. Where's the other one? Oh yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
So, so this is one. I'll make another one, and then if I have
Do you crochet the flower?
No, it's a knitted flower.
It's a knitted flower?
You knit 5 petals, but don't take them off the needle.
Oh,
and then you connect
fun.
them.
How
but
fun.
Then I was trying to work out in my head how I could not have to cut in between the petals so that I didn't have to weave in all those ends, but it doesn't work. You have to cut.
Okay.
You have to cut.
Or you could crochet it.
I could. And I have embellishment books. I could just, right. I'll probably do the pattern.
Super cute.
If there's any left over of this, I might make a baby hat for the baby so that they each have something kind of the same.
Mm-hmm. I'm already like, okay, thinking I have a ton of that eggplant color.
Oh, right.
Baby might need some baby legs.
Oh, totally.
Because that's what, for some reason, when they're on a baby, they're called baby legs, not leg warmers. I put them on both my kids.
I didn't know about them. I totally
missed that. Yeah,
I missed that boat.
I knew about them for Amelia.
Wasn't really much. I didn't have a knitting group, and
I didn't knit then.
Oh,
so,
okay.
I had just
shopping.
Yeah, they were just like knit cotton, like they were.
Oh,
so cute.
Yeah.
Nolan had some too.
I don't
Black
know
and
how
white
I
stripes.
missed
They were
that.
so cute on his fat little legs.
Oh, I bet.
So one thing I forgot, I put this away. I forgot to. So I started another baby headband, and I'm doing it in the round. Stockinette, and I think it'll be much better.
Yeah.
And probably faster, honestly.
Well, but it'll be the purl side that will show, right?
No, the knit
It
side.
won't roll.
Well, I want it to roll.
I know, but won't it roll out to the purl side?
No, it rolls in.
It rolls in? Oh, okay.
The purl side rolls in.
Okay.
So the
I know on the bow it did that, but I feel like when I've done baby hats like this, it always rolls out. Maybe it's the folding in half that makes it.
Maybe. I feel like it always rolls.
Like the hat that I showed last time, the tassel hat.
I don't know.
It rolls out, so the stockinette. The purl side is showing.
Either way, I'm gonna make it long enough so that it can double on itself, and then when I do that pinch part, it'll force it how I want it, right?
Yeah,
but I
think
like,
so.
I don't know.
We'll see.
It's an experiment.
Yep. I was just gonna say that's exactly
whatever. You might be. I don't know. I'm confused. My brain is broken.
Okay. Any other whips?
I do. Real quick, I'll just show because I did make some progress on my Kama Sutra socks.
I am so excited. Oh, I'm so excited to see Mustache at DFW Fiber Fest. But let me tell you the torture my mother did.
Oh no.
My mother. Oh no, it's good torture.
Oh.
So she texted me and she said, a package is coming to your house. You must call me before you, don't open it, and you have to call me when it gets there. Thinking, oh, I get to call her and then open it, right? No. So a package shows up, and it's from Mustache, and I can tell it's yarn. And she's like, you can't open it.
Phyllis.
I know. Well, because it's Zane's birthday on Wednesday, and she's like, you can open it when I get there on Thursday.
That's diabolical, Phyllis.
Yes.
Diabolical.
Torture me. I have this skein of Mustache in my house. I don't know what it looks like, and I can't open it. I love her.
I might accidentally rip the package. Just a smidge. Just an inch. Just a smidge.
Right.
So, I've been working on these. Just a little bit.
Love it.
They're so pretty.
So happy. Yeah.
So, I don't know how much further I'm going to go. This is marking the heel.
Oh.
So.
Are you going to do contrast or keep stripes?
I'm going to keep the stripes. I'm going to keep the stripes.
Make it like the smooth operator socks?
Because this is exactly the yarn she uses in that. So, yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Right. I love that bullseye on the smooth operator.
And so, and you know, I really liked that one pair that I made all one yarn. Another mustache.
Yeah. The
Bahama Breeze or whatever. That I made the afterthought everything.
Oh, that's right.
And I did the toe and the heel and the cuff and everything in the same yarn, and I love it. So I think for these, I'll do that as well. They're super fun. I'm probably getting close to the cuff.
Yeah. I
just have been knitting on them.
So
these are smooth operator socks in Kama Sutra.
Yay.
And that's it.
That's it for me. That's all I have.
All right. Do you have any trophies?
Nope.
I have one.
Okay. Oh, you won.
God, it's so big. I was trying to not knock over my tea, and it was like, whoo!
That's
great. Look how big it is. I feel like a little kid. So yeah, I felt bad because I realized after I had ordered it that West 7th Wool had it, and I would have rather.
I would have rather got it there.
I would have rather bought it from them, but
right.
I had an Amazon credit. So
I am so excited to look through this because I have Principles of Knitting and I have the original Vogue knitting, and they're both essentially knitting Bibles. Like, if there's anything you need to know about knitting, any way of doing something, these books are the ones.
So this is the one that just came out like at the beginning of February. The new updated version. So I figured, I don't have that. I'm going to go ahead. Like, I don't have the older version.
It's a great resource. Yeah. And I will say I haven't used the older version much. I usually go for the Principles of Knitting. But I want to see this. I just, because maybe I want to get an updated version. Yeah. I think it's cool. I don't know how much. You know what's so great? It's like you want a stretchy bind off, but you don't know what. And so instead of Googling, you go to the book and look at bind offs. And there's all the instructions and tells you what to do.
Bobbins for Intarsia.
Look at that.
That's fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just thought, you know what? This is a good time. I had an Amazon credit. I don't have this old version, so.
Did Stephanie Pearl McPhee talk about this in the class? Yeah. That's where I learned about these.
Yeah, she's a big fan. So I was like, it's happening.
She's like, every knitter should have one of these books in your stash, in your library, as a reference.
Yeah. It's very cool. And there's like tips on blocking. And that would have helped you with your cowl.
I know, right?
So yeah, I'm excited I haven't really looked through it much, but.
Well, and that's what she said. Don't read it. It's not a book to be read. It's
but you do need to. I need to look in there and just to see what's in there. That way, when I come across a problem, I can go, oh,
right.
I have my book.
Yeah. It's great.
So yeah.
Because
buy it at your local yarn store if possible. Right. Don't be like me.
Right.
I suck.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Well, and she also mentioned that a lot of the time knitters, and this is so true for me, I only try a new technique when the pattern calls for it.
Yeah.
Like that's how I learn new stuff is by doing a pattern that calls for something.
As I go, I guess I got to learn that now.
Right. Exactly. But just because a pattern calls for a certain technique doesn't mean that it's the right one for that pattern or it's the right one for yourself.
Right.
So if you know other cast-ons and other bind-offs and other techniques,
and that's why you should go ahead and look through it because you don't know what you don't know.
Right.
And so look through it so that you know there's options, and then when you need it, then go read it more carefully.
Right. And another great way to learn those techniques is without doing a whole project is when you swatch. Don't do that.
I swatch for sweaters.
Right. See, you swatch. So you can try a different cast on, or you can try a different bind off,
or a different way to do a knit two together or whatever,
right. Or an increase or decrease.
Yeah.
So
very cool.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that. I think it's very cool.
So should we show these other trophies that are here?
These that are not ours. These are teaser trophies.
They are.
So we put a call out to our local yarn stores. Well, I really only have put it on our local knitting group's Facebook page. And then we kind of did a shout out on the podcast. And but mainly we've had really good local response. We still need things. So if you're a maker, please, if you would like us to talk about your shop.
Well, and what we put it out was for raffle for Camp Wool
Yes,
Slayers.
we are in need. We want every Camp Wool Slayer to get a prize.
Every camper.
And so, and as of right now, we have one spot available, guys.
Yep.
We opened up another room.
Yep.
And there's one spot.
Yep.
So we have gotten 4 prizes from 2 yarn shops.
Uh-huh.
So
we had other stuff pledged.
We have other stuff, people saying they're going to send us stuff, but we don't have it yet.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're a maker and you want to send us something, please get in touch because we are in definite need.
Yeah.
In need.
I know, right?
Obviously, this is not life or death, people. But this is our goal. We want,
right.
And we would love to discover a new maker or, for ourselves because we like to shop for yarn things.
Right.
It's like the only shopping either of us like.
It really
We were
is,
talking about this earlier. We don't really like shopping, but.
And I used to be a shopper. I worked
Yeah.
off of Michigan Avenue in Chicago, like literally
Yeah.
1 block off. And every day at lunch we'd go, my girlfriend
I don't like
would go
shopping
shopping.
unless it's Fiber Fest.
Right. That's the only
And
time
then I go
shop.
nuts.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we're going to show some of the things we've gotten.
Mm-hmm.
And these are going to be on the prize table at Camp Wool Slayers in May.
So excited.
So, okay, the first one was West 7th Wool.
Mm-hmm.
Jumped on it.
Right.
Love West 7th Wool. It's in Fort Worth on 7th Street. Best local yarn shop. I love it, love it, love it. And
Yeah.
they were super, super kind to us. They gave us, here, you can pull that one.
Okay.
2 skeins of another
Texas
Texas dyer, Twisted Owl Fiber Studio in Longview, Texas.
Oh, you know I can't do this.
What was I thinking? Goblin King is this one.
And Killer Queen is this one.
And they're so pretty.
They are.
So pretty. She's like the
She's a
Twisted
speckle
Owl
queen.
is like
Yeah.
the speckle queen.
Yeah.
And they are they're the ones who do that worsted,
Knitting. Yeah.
say it, I can't say
Worsted
it.
knitting podcast ever.
Yes, it's an audio podcast.
Right.
So yeah, they're super sweet. I love talking to them when they come to Fiberfest
Yeah.
and Stitches. Did we mention that we don't have Stitches this year? Stitches Texas?
No, we didn't. We got a notification that there's not going to be a
No
Stitches
Stitches, Texas.
2018. But they promised they'll be back in 2019. And it's because, I was thinking it was because maybe they didn't have enough attendance, but they said it's because there's
shuttle.
not a hotel right across from the convention center, the Irving Convention Center. So there's always been a shuttle, like DFW Fiberfest sets up a shuttle. And they just didn't want to do that. I guess that's been a big complaint.
I guess
I'm
people have been
local,
complaining. I have a
so
car,
it doesn't
so
affect
yeah.
me. Right.
I'm not staying. But I can assume that would probably be annoying.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, why are you leaving Stitches?
Right.
Just stay there all day. I don't understand the problem. But,
Right.
well. So yeah, they're not coming back until next year when the hotel's built. Whatever.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
anyway.
So then
we got
McKnitty.
another package from McKnitty.
which is an online store. It's online only.
And she travels around with what does she call it? Her trailer of awesome or
Oh,
something.
right.
She goes to fiber events.
Mhm.
Isn't her logo so
It is so cute.
She gave out tattoos one year, temporary tattoos on the yarn crawl of that, and Nolan lost his mind. He thought it was the coolest thing ever, and she wrote us a very sweet note.
Yeah.
And she sent us, you guys, this is from her personal stash because she donated to the Kickstarter for Knit Circus, so she got this. This is like, you can't get this.
Right.
Someone from Camp Wool Slayers is gonna get this. What is this called?
It's Grand
Canyon Speckle. Yeah.
And I will say Knit Circus is a bucket list yarn for me. I have loved their gradients for so long, but I like to buy in person. It's hard for me to buy
Yeah,
it
and we don't
online.
really.
And I haven't seen it in person really. And it can be crazy
And she
expensive.
sent us this,
That's Knit Circus also.
which is Knit Circus Beach Glass.
And their gradients, their ombres are
Corriedale. This is Corriedale.
Mhm.
That's nice.
Mhm. It's
375 yards of super fine. You're super fine.
just,
Not pretty.
It is so pretty.
Oh,
And they do
I just got it to focus and I pulled it away.
And they do such a good job of the transition between colors. It just fades right into the next one. It's incredible to me.
So these are 4 prizes.
Yep.
And then we actually did also get a pattern that we're going to put with probably like this one or something. Or if we get other yarn, we're going to try to put this pattern with something you can actually knit with the yarn.
Right.
And you'll put in a picture, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But I want to make sure I get this right. So the Marianne shawl. And what's her Ravelry name? So she's the Crystal T Knits podcast.
Oh.
And she also gave us a coupon code for this shawl. So if you're not coming to Camp Wool Slayers, what's wrong with you? I'm just kidding. Some people don't live here. I know. It's weird, right? But if you would like to buy the Marianne shawl, you can go to Ravelry and put in the code 1year and you'll get 20% off.
Nice. Thank you.
But also that shawl will be with some yarn on the prize table. So the shawl pattern.
Right.
So that's pretty fun. Thank you so much, Crystal T Knits.
And one more thing I want to say about Camp Wool Slayers is, so my mom met somebody in her office building, and they're a new knitter, but they have been a crocheter. Right. And she told her about our podcast and Camp Wool Slayers because she's the best mom.
She really is.
And so that person, Jessica, reached out to me on Ravelry and asked, well, I'm a new knitter. I would like to meet more knitting people, but is it okay that I'm a new knitter? Would I enjoy Camp Wool Slayers not really knowing how to knit very well? And she, of course, that is the perfect place to start out as a new knitter because knitters in general are so generous with their advice, and we
love to spread the brainwashing. Like we love to
drink the Kool-Aid.
We love to make someone else just as obsessed as we are.
Right.
Exactly. I do anyway.
And everybody we know is already tired of hearing us talk about knitting. So if we have a new person that we can talk to about knitting. Yay.
But being around a group is so infectious. It makes you branch out and learn. I was knitting my first sweater after 6 months of knitting because of our knitting group.
Right. And I've knit so many different things because of knitting groups.
Yes.
So if you're a new knitter and you want to be around fun knitter people, then come to Camp Wool Slayers.
Definitely.
I just don't want people who are new knitters to think that it's not the place.
No, we're not going to be sitting around going, what is she doing? She doesn't even know how to. No.
Right.
We'll be like, fresh meat!
Totally.
Yeah. I don't want to teach. I don't really want to teach someone everything about knitting, but I love showing a technique or something.
And being there to just kind of, if they have questions.
I'm just not a teacher by nature. So it's Builder.
Hi, Builder.
Go sleep. I'm just not a teacher by nature, and so I prefer them to already know how to cast on at least.
I think we say that. I say I'm not a teacher by nature either, but you taught the afterthought heels class, and I feel like.
But that's what I mean. I want to teach people who already know how to knit how to do something else. How to do it a certain.
I don't want to teach in through the front, around the back, out the window.
I would. I absolutely would. Right. But that's not my jam.
Right. So. New knitters.
Yes, new knitters are totally welcome.
Come to Camp Wool Slayers.
Totally welcome.
Okay. What's next?
Okay.
Prize.
We need to give away our sweater pattern.
Yes. Underline.
And I haven't drawn for it.
Okay.
So we're gonna do it live.
Yay.
Okay. I need to
watch our podcast.
We have 19 comments. There's someone who said she didn't want it though because she doesn't knit.
Oh, right.
So should I?
Nah, just draw.
Just draw. Okay. So 19.
If it comes up as her, then we can draw again.
Yeah.
Random number generator.
Where is it? Oh, here it is. Too many apps. Okay. between 1
I might have to speed that section up.
and 19. Fine. All right, ready?
Okay.
12.
You sure? I swear it says 12.
That's 12. Okay, so from the top, right? 12. Okay.
Or no, because the first ones are at the bottom.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, so from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So exciting.
7, 8,
Isn't this
9,
exciting television?
10, 11, 12. Oh, it's Jennifer Williamson.
She's a big winner for us.
It's like her second time winning.
Yeah.
Don't you think that's her?
Yeah, Jennifer Williams.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Yay.
We'll send it to you.
Way to go, Jen.
Yay.
Awesome.
Oh, and I missed her. What did she say she was going to use?
NBK. Pretty sure that's what she said. Or that's what I just read.
I can't wait to
looking
stop.
over your shoulder.
I can't wait to be done losing weight so I can knit a darn sweater. Yeah, NBK.
That she already has in stash, right?
I didn't say.
Oh, okay. I thought she said that.
Now you're making stuff up.
I am. I'm good at that.
Good try though.
Mm-hmm.
You should be a writer. So that's fun.
I know.
love
Yay!
giving stuff away.
I know.
And thanks
And
again to Dallas. The violet pie.
I love that pattern.
I do too. I want to knit it so
No,
bad, but
I'm
I
ready.
just, do I dare knit it
No.
in a size that I'm not yet?
No.
Oh, I've lost 70 pounds, by the way.
Whoa!
Officially,
Way to go.
finally. Tell you, from 68 to 71, it took about 2 months.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Because the holidays, and then I've been sick, and
your body was just like, but no, I'm gonna keep it.
I thought, this is it. I'm never gonna get lower. But yeah, I went to Weight Watchers yesterday, and I finally broke 70 officially.
Did you get a new keychain thingy?
71.2. I'll get it at 75.
So close.
I know, I'm super excited.
Yay.
Okay, what else?
You had something about winning socks.
Oh,
Sallie.
I won.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, didn't you say last episode, like,
Yes, I
you were
did.
the first one, you should win a prize for that? And I was like, yeah, you heard it. And I won! So the Get Suburban, the first prize of the Get Suburban knit along, where you just knit with her yarn and you post your FO. Suburban Stitcher, obviously.
Right.
And she draws from that. She's gonna give something away like every time she podcasts. It's pretty fun, you guys.
Yeah.
I won, and I'll have to put in the picture. I won my choice of a pattern from I'm blanking.
I know. I was gonna say you forgot.
Totally forgot. I can see her in my mind.
I don't remember who it was
I'm
because I
sorry.
wasn't
I
in
suck.
her.
Whatever. So I picked the Lady of Lallybroch sock, and it's fun. I picked it because it's totally different than any. It's got like a cuff with like and you put a button and like it's crazy.
Interesting.
Like,
that is different than
I mean,
you've done.
it's not like a sock. It's a work of art. And so yeah, I thought, you know what, that is just fun. I would probably never buy that pattern because it's so beyond, like I would, but if I want it, maybe I'll actually knit it. And so I picked that one, and she sent it to me. So
nice.
I know, I wanted to mention that because I thought it was really funny that you were like, you should win.
I know.
Am I not allowed to be her fan because I also have a podcast that has like thousands less subscribers than her? I don't think so. So I just went for it.
I know.
But I did feel a smidge bad.
And then went ahead and clicked on the pattern.
And then
you
I was
wanted.
like, I would like Lady of Lallybroch, please. Anything based on Outlander.
Right. Which I have started listening to again. I'm still on Drums of Autumn.
I was thinking the show, and I was like, you're not watching it? Because that's the best part.
I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah.
I've
Oh,
been
so good.
reading the books, and I finally picked up
Drums of Autumn
again.
is where everyone falters.
Really?
Yeah. It's just so deep.
Yeah.
It's so history.
But also
laden.
it's so angst-ridden. Like,
Yeah.
so many of the characters are just so
Everybody has
upset.
trouble getting through Drums of Autumn.
Okay. Well, that's why I'm slogging through.
Yeah.
The next one.
Yeah. But it's worth
But
it.
where have the shows stopped?
The show has gone through book 3.
Which is Drums of Autumn.
No. Book 3 is Voyager.
Oh, I'm on book 5? Yes.
You could watch
I
the
mean,
show.
4? Okay.
You could watch
I
the
could
show
watch
and
the
not
show.
be spoiled.
Okay.
Because, yeah, the show is through book
Okay. That was my goal, was to get past where the show was.
You're good now. You can watch it.
Right.
It's so good.
Okay.
Anything else? It's the reason we're sitting here, you guys.
It's true.
It's what made me start knitting.
Okay.
Do you have any freebies?
I do.
Okay.
See, I almost forgot about it.
For once I didn't.
Okay, so I have 4. Notions magazine came out with their, are they monthly?
Yes, they did.
I don't think they're,
I don't know.
maybe they are monthly.
I'm not even going to try to
Monthly
answer that.
sounds like a lot, because it's like 9 patterns each month. And there were 3 in
Maybe
it.
it's like 6 weeks or something.
It might be, like, or quarterly? Quarterly.
And see,
I
that
don't know.
seems too small to me.
It does.
I don't know the answer.
Notions
I'm
magazine
gonna
came
stop
out.
talking.
So there were 3 that came out that I was like, oh yeah, yes please. The first is a sock pattern that I'm not going to make as socks. I've started tagging sock patterns that I would use as mitts as sock mitts.
Smiths.
Oh, that's even better.
Mocks. And that's even better because mock also means fake or whatever.
Right. Mocks.
They're mocks.
They're mocks. Okay. I know. So Gothic arches.
That's funny.
It is just such a pretty.
That is really pretty.
And the part that's at the cuff and the part that's at the toe, and then there's just like straight cabling in the middle. I think that that would just be gorgeous on an arm. You put those points, the point on the foot going down the hand, and then you have the straight, and then you have the part up here, the cuff.
Could be really
gorgeous.
Really gorgeous.
Yes. So someday I'll make that. When I'm not busy making plain stockinette tube mitts. Because you know. Okay. More cables. Kavanaugh. By Emily Ringelman.
Oh, that's
is
cute.
a hat, and I love this cable on here. Like, it just really is so nice on a head. It's not an all over cable pattern. You see the picture. Why am I explaining this? But I just think it's adorable. And
Super
then
cute.
for your Fair Isle happiness, Frosty Twilight Cowl by Faye Kennington. And
wow,
I just, it's in a Aran weight. So, you know, talk about going fast.
Gosh, yes.
I've only done Fair Isle in fingering. I did a worsted. I did that little cup
We did
cozy.
worsted when we took that class too. Oh yeah, and the cup cozy.
Yes, the class from Susan B.
The hat was,
but otherwise, I mostly do fingering for Fair Isle. And
I've done
I love
sport. Mitch's Robe One hat.
there you go.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's nice to do
It's
something
nice
a
to
little
do
bigger.
something a little bigger. What am I looking for here?
Frosty Twilight Cowl?
No.
No? Oh, okay. Then this one is a free pattern, and it's free until the end of May. It is called Vincent Pillow.
Oh my god,
It's so cute. It's so cute.
Is it just so you know what? I would almost want to make that as like a rice pack that you heat up
Oh,
for
that's
like boo-boos.
right. That's a great idea.
Because it's so cute.
Yeah. And the
My
pattern,
kids would love that.
it calls for super bulky.
Oh,
So
nice.
if you just made it in fingering, the size would be so much smaller.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm always like, because I've had sinus.
Oh, yeah.
I'm always like, I just want something hot. And I have a rice pack my mom made for me like 15 years ago. And it's nice. And so that would be a good... Oh, that's cute.
It is adorable. And it's literally like cloud with eyelashes. Again, why am I telling you this? You can see the picture. But I
love it.
loved
It's something
it.
so sweet about it.
Exactly. And it's knit
It's
in rounds
free
without
until the end of
any
May.
sewing. Free until the end of May. And I just love it.
Yeah, that one's going to have to happen. That's really cute.
Yes.
The kids would love that.
Yes. Even just anywhere, have this like pillow. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So those are the Weeby freebies.
Good Weeby freebies as usual.
And I want to tell you, as I was looking for these, usually I choose what to have each time we record based on if something's going to be free for a certain period of time and I need to go ahead and tell you.
Yeah.
Or if it's, you know, like Notions Magazine just came out. Hey, Notions Magazine, here are the ones I like. Well, so I went into my podcast freebies bundle. I have like 150 patterns in there. So there's a lot of Weeby freebies coming up.
Okay.
I know.
Okay, yeah, that's a lot.
I have no shortage of Weeby freebies.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, you do love it. I love a freebie too.
I do.
I love it.
Freebie. Are we finished?
Are we done?
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. I'm still all hopped up on caffeine that I'm like, there's gotta be more. There's more. I gotta
Talk about something else. Yeah. So
Right.
I'm lobbying for us to do like a pajama party, a
Oh.
little segment at
Oh, that
Hill
would be
Country.
cute.
Maybe we can have Diane guest star.
Oh, that would be awesome.
But
I
if
like
not,
that.
we might see you before then. But if not,
Right.
you'll get some footage from Hill Country
For sure.
retreat.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
I know. I'm excited. I haven't been on a knit retreat in a long time.
Yeah,
Long time. I'm ready to have a weekend away.
Totally.
About knitting.
totally.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm going to be away from my kids for 3 nights. And I don't mean that in like a sad way.
Right.
It's more like I just can't believe it.
Right.
So,
I know.
yeah.
And thank you to all the people here that are making it happen so that we can go.
Yes. Yes. And yes, thank you for your donations and your kind words and your support.
Yeah.
Honestly, the podcast has been the ray of sunshine in my life lately because like I've just been wallowing. I've been so dizzy and sick, and like getting up today and having to put on clothes and do my hair was a much needed distraction. Yeah. And just, and just like the kind comments and stuff kind of like kept me going. And
yeah. Oh, and can
It's
we
been
talk
rough.
about how many new subscribers
It's been
we've
rough.
gotten recently?
yeah.
That's awesome.
Love you
Thank
guys.
you guys.
Yeah.
We
Somebody's
are-
talking about us and we appreciate it.
And we are almost at 750 subscribers.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty exciting.
Yeah. Pretty exciting.
Quality.
Thumbs up, guys.
Yeah.
Thumbs up
Give
to
us a
us.
thumbs up.
Thumbs up to y'all.
Yes. Yeah. And, we may not have thousands of subscribers, but we have quality subscribers.
Yes.
Quality over quantity.
Yes.
I'm totally fine with that.
Yep. I'm very happy.
Yeah.
We're having fun.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's still fun. So.
Lots of fun.
All
Okay.
right. Yeah. So we will see you guys next time. I'm not going to say in 2 weeks.
I know, right?
Because who knows? But we love you, and don't forget to slay.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.